Team, our investor is coming, so I request you to just stand up and give him a standing ovation. Welcome, sir. Welcome, Sunny, sir. Hi, everybody. Good morning. It feels really great seeing my people here after such a long time. The people with whom I used to spend 8 to 10 hours of my day, today I'm seeing them after a long gap of 1 year. So it was the pandemic that made us to walk miles away from each other. But it is the same pandemic that made us realize how strong we are as a team. When a number of companies were falling apart during the pandemic, Sky's Limit had a different story to tell. And it was all result of the strong team that we are. So first, a big round of applause to the strong team of Sky's Limit Technologies. On this note, I, Reshma, welcome you all to the second anniversary celebrations of Sky's Limit Technology. So let me compare Sky's Limit to a ship. Sky's Limit was not an easy one. Both the captain and the crew had to go through a number of challenges. All the challenges were easily dealt. Every ship or every captain at a certain point of time need a guiding light. And it was last year that we found our guiding light. And today, our guiding light has come all the way from US to join us, to meet us, and to be a part of the occasion. So, ladies and gentlemen, I request you to put your hands together to welcome Mr. Sunny Menon to the second anniversary celebrations of Sky's Limit Technologies. Welcome, sir. Thank you, sir. I also request our CEO, Mr. Manoj Mohan, and Mr. Anup Gobinathan to please come and take the seat. The journey of Sky's Limit started from a small town in Adur. A one man army grew to 3, 10, 20, 30, and today it has 60 plus enthusiasts on board. We have made a short video on the journey of Sky's Limit, so we are going to present that for you now. So that was a short video on the journey of Sky's Limit. Now, let us hear more about it from the man himself. So, now I request our founder and CEO, Mr. Manoj Mohan, to please come over and speak a few words.
Very good morning to my team and my lovely investor. what what to say? I don't know, but one thing I would start with is just a simple exercise. How is the Josh? How is the Josh? How is the Josh? Jain. So starting with, as I'm an Indian, so I would like to start with that, and I am the captain of this. You can say the warship, as mentioned by Sunny sir. So a lot of my wordings I'm trying to copy Sunny sir because I love the way he talk. And in this pandemic situation, lot of companies are cutting short salary. And till I can proudly say that 25 percentage have hiked the salary. And that's because of Mr. Sunny sir. Without him, I wouldn't have taken this risk to do the hike. And apart from that, I would rather say one more thing that very soon, some of the blue chip companies just like Reliance and SRL Labs, they will be in our book list, in the top list. And of course, this is going to be an add-on for our company. And it's all one thing I would say when I started this journey in 2006, I started, but my first work I got in 2008 because till the time I was learning about coding, and my first buddy was Joseph. He was my first buddy, and while starting the company Trinity Mascot in 2013, my first guy as a software developer, official software developer, was Ashik. So without these guys, you can say a company one man army is, I think it's a wrong word, but without this team, you can say this is my dream team. And this by the next year it will again be an add-on, and next time for sure we are doing to we are going to give to an event 300 plus team members from all over India here in Kochi, and sir will be there for sure. With all our journey, I would I would say my life is also here. She's sitting in the front. Her name is Harida Williams, Dr. Harida Williams. My sister, she is also there, and of course Sunny sir's sister Indu Chechi and her husband. They are also here. And thank you, team, in this pandemic situation also. You all are here. I think some of them are yet to come. But yes, thank you. Thanks all. Thanks, Reshma. Thank you.
Thank you, Manojji. I would now like to talk about a visionary, a man who anticipates opportunities in every business space. He started his career excursion as a franchisee holder of Sprint Corporation, an American telecommunication company. After acquiring immense industry knowledge, he started off his first business venture in the year 2001. Eventually, his passion towards work allowed him to ascend the ladders of success. Today, he is the founder, president, CEO of iGo LLC. He is the partner of Anika Wireless, founder, president, CEO of Virus Lights RX. He is the partner of Virus Armor Cleanse, partner of Shanley ETC, partner of United Builders, partner of Texas Best Health, partner of Bharat Computers Limited, partner of Gardner Technology Private Limited, and the board member, investor, and shareholder of Skyislimit Technologies. Yes, team, the visionary I'm talking about is none other than our guiding light, Mr. Sunny Menon. I would now request Mr. Sunny sir to please come forward and share his inspirational thoughts. So please.
Thank you. I don't know how much time is assigned to me, but uh, just want to say hello to you guys. I still have jet lag, so if I make any mistakes, if I'm drowsy a little bit, so please excuse me for that. So I just, I don't know what to say when you say one man army and all that. He was right to say that it is not. It is never a one man army. It is just a one man leads an army, and the general is only good as the army. So I was when I met Manoj in U.S. I looked at him, and any guy you look, he's a youngster. I saw him, and he came to my office with one of my other business partners, and he said, he's originally everyone is from Kerala, I guess. My dad is from here, and when he came with my partner, who's also from Trishur, and I don't know the places because I was born and brought up in New Delhi. I've been out of the country probably for almost 28 years. I was in Dubai, like anybody would try to go. Any youngster at 25 years old, I took a backpack and I said, I'm gone, mom, dad. That's what I want to do in life. So from there, I moved on and worked for AIG and Xerox and all, and moved on to US. Did some odd jobs and try to find, kind of like a jigsaw puzzle, try to find where I am fitted perfectly. It's like this, like you have to be the perfect match. There is nothing as a perfect. Let me put an analogy of, to find a perfect person, you got to be a perfect person too. So if you say if you're a guy, say I want a perfect wife, are you a perfect husband? Never, never. Nobody's perfect. So, so that is I was trying to find. So I've worked very hard. I would say in my own words, everybody works hard. But if you look at working hard, what it means is from where you start and where you get to. I started with odd jobs, working in gas stations, $5 an hour. I used to do night shift, which is called graveyard shift over there. So starting at 8 o'clock, finishing at 8 o'clock in the morning, mopping the floors, and there was no dearth of money in my house. My mother works for United Nations. It was not that I was not all set in in uh, in India, in Delhi. I worked for Modi Xerox. Then I moved on to Dubai. I did very well, but it was just like they say, a wing and a prayer. That's what it was. You go on a plane. You say if you have one wing and you don't have the other one, you pray, and that is your other wing. So a wing and a prayer. I went over there. I started working $5 an hour graveyard shift, and used to uh, get as many hours on cash because my work permit was not there. That's probably a very long story. We'll meet and talk some other time. But here we are going from $5 to something that I built a couple of companies, which are the one of the largest dealerships in America, probably two of them, and I sold in 17, then started other ventures. So just to say that the journey can be as easy or as hard as you want it to be, and you should not think that I want to do. People say I want to do something I love to do. It should be you love your life. Your life starts after your work. You should be passionate about what you do, but you should not be hooked onto, oh, I want to do what I love to do. What you should love is what you can provide your family with. No matter what I do, what life means to me is what I do in my career, on my job, on my with whatever I earn to make those 8 to 10, 12 hours what you work. After that, when you go home, are you a good provider? Are you a good father? Because some of you have kids, some of you don't. Some of you are kids, and you talk to your parents, you look back and say, Dad, you did a good job, or you did not do a good job. Why did my dad not do this? Why did the other guy's dad do this? So, are you a good provider? That's what will determine your success and your failure. So give it all you have, because whereas what I believe is that a graveyard is the most talented place in the world. So how is it? Because a lot of people die with their dreams that they wish they could have done. The only regret that a man has, man and a woman, I'm not discriminating. So what the only regret they have when they're on their deathbed, they wish they had more time. They wish they would have done this. They wish they would have done that. So they die very heavy. So all their dreams, all what they wanted to do goes in their grave. It's an analogy. Well, different religions, somebody buries, somebody burns, somebody, whatever they do. But just an analogy, it goes in their grave. You all youngsters, I was talking yesterday. Just met a few people because we were there. We had dinner with a few people. So I spoke to. I'm so sorry. I'm forgetting the name. No, the Jagrati. Okay, Jagrati. She said, "Oh, I asked her, how old are you?" She said, "I'm 21." I said, "I've been in US more than your lifetime." She said, "Oh, because she was in Delhi. She was born and brought up in Delhi. So was I. So I left in 1993, and that was for Dubai. And then 1996, I went to US. I don't think she was born in 96 also. So I've been in US almost 24, 25 years, and before that, another 3 to 4 years in Dubai. So all in perspective, where when you ask a question, how long have you been there? It is more than a lifetime. So sometimes it takes a whole lifetime to do something, and sometimes you can do it very quickly and very easy. But coming back to how your passion should be and what I have achieved or not achieved, there are a lot of things to be done. And then coming back to the big boss over here, Manoj Mohan, when I met him, the Mallu guy comes from one door, and I look at him, man, I said, because the general full sleeves, and that is India, right? You will always have when you think that you're going all that. Look, everyone, look around you. It'll be full sleeves, shoes, pants, and tie. That's formal. When he comes over there, everybody's in a t-shirt, jeans. You must have seen America. They will wear jeans and they'll put a jacket. I didn't do that just because I didn't want. What the hell, man? I didn't want that look. So he comes in and yes, sir. Remember one thing what we are known as. I was in Dubai. Oh, Mallu, Mallu, Mallu. So I've had these tips with some Arabs, some North Indian, South Indian, East Indian, and all Indians. That it is your demeanor, it is your the way your interaction is that will determine immediately how the other person should talk to you. One instance was my brother called me one time, my older brother, who passed away a long time ago, and I'm sure we are still sad. My sister and me are still sad about it. He was in the middle of both of he was in the middle of both of us. He's the eldest, I'm the youngest. So he used to say, how he said an analogy. He said, "Hey, call one of your friends and just say, 'Hey Rajesh, how are you?' So introduce me to your friend. So I said, 'Hey Rajesh, how are you?' "Yeah, this is my friend. This is my brother Rajesh." So my friend said, "Hey Rajesh, how are you?" So he said, "Okay, now call another friend." We were in school. So he said, "Call another friend." So I said, "Okay," and introduce him. He is, "Oh, this is Rajesh Bhaiya. He's my brother." So I said, "This is Rajesh Bhaiya." I can you say, Rajesh Eta. Oh, you say Rajesh Eta. So I said, "Oh, Rajesh Bhaiya, how are you?" You see that? That will determine how much respect you can make for your brother, for your spouse, for your kid, or for your company. If you go out and talk nonsense about any one of these people, that your company, your people, your spouse, your friends, the other people will also respect or not respect. And these are not my words. It is in the Parliament of India what they say. Generally, when you go out to all these foreign countries and you talk bad about your country, oh, it is dirty, there's a lot of pollution, and it's a lot of corruption. What do you think we are doing? You just saying that our country is bad. We don't respect our country, so you also disrespect your country. Coming back to our company, that is the only thing I would, as youngsters, I would tell you that you youngsters, I would tell you youngsters, I'm not. So wherever you are, do your best. And I'm not saying that this company has a long ways to go. We are talking to some corporate America people who will be looking into. I don't want to take names because I don't want not that it is any secret, but it's let's well we get it done. You all will know because you are the backbone of the company. Not that Manoj did everything. And I call him. He said, he said it's a ship and a ship, and I told him the analogy, but between a ship, cruise ship, and a battleship. The difference in battleship and cruise ship, it virtually is everything is the same in both the things. You will have a captain, you will have a janitor, you will have engineer, you have cook, you have everything the same. The only difference is if it is wartime, that cook, that janitor, the guy who cleans the toilet on a battleship is a soldier. Why do you think Titanic sunk? It was a cruise ship. They used to call it. It is unsinkable. It is. It is not even the captain. It is the crew. That is the backbone. Like you guys are the backbone of the company. The backbone is not one person. If it is anyone who's not heard of the story with their parents, and I'm sure if you are parents, you tell your kids, everyone, including the young girl over here, has heard that one stick and a bunch of sticks. Everybody has heard that. You can break a stick quick, and a bunch of sticks you cannot. You got to stick together, and then you are rock solid. If you're not, people will break you out. That said, your journey of life has just begun with sales focus, whichever way you call it. A couple of names you say, hey, sky is limit, focus. Let's say focus. Your journey has just begun, and it is a long journey. With that said, you might be on board right now. This might not be your first job. This might not be your last job. Be honest and loyal to yourself. It is not about being loyal to a company first. If you're loyal to yourself, that's all that counts. That means you're loyal. While you're working, anywhere you go, you should be known as this person. If that person is there, that will hold the fort. It is not about, oh, you are doing well over here, you won't do well over somewhere else. It is not that. If you are good, you're good everywhere. If you're loyal, then you're loyal as a person, not to a company, not to a person. That said, I would say, the journey is long. What we propose, to each other, and we try to do in future next year, like Manoj said, that we will have 300 people. That is something that we absolutely know that we want 300 people in this maybe not this room, a room like this, a lot bigger, 300 people, and hope there's no COVID, so we can be warm up against each other, like we'll have more people on each table. So that is one thing. And second, what we are looking at is we are trying to open up United States, and we have already have an office over there. We already have a consultant. I don't know if they've been told. Vicky Deeple is one of our consultants. Brilliant lady, and she knows the trade, and she will be absolutely be visiting us within this year, and our goal is to have an office and more than these many people in our US office. So all depends. There'll be abundance of opportunity. Whoever is first come first, so whoever is doing great and wants to, and has the passion, saying, hey, I want to be working over there. Absolutely, why do you think I am there? It makes a huge difference in things. Of course, rupee and dollar 1 to 73. When I went, it was not even 40. So if anybody is looking forward to that, we will have opportunity starting very soon that we will put people over there. We are opening other offices also, but US, where I am based, we already have two commercial buildings. We already have our seating set up. So we will be doing that. So opportunity is great. But like I said, if anywhere you go, just do your best. That's all I can say. That you have to be the best version of yourself and better every day. Learn from your own mistakes, and of course learn from everybody's mistakes. That's why, like I said, when I saw Manoj coming first day in my office, I said, this guy did this. I don't think so, right? So now I see it's because of you guys. He did it because he has a team like yourself. It's phenomenal when people say that, Indian doctors, Indian this, Indian that. Firsthand, this is the first time I'm looking at talented youngsters India is known for IT. That's what I see in front of me. That you guys are the people who make our country's name shine everywhere. Just take pride in yourself. That's all that is required. Take pride in yourself. Push yourself to do your best, whether here or whether anywhere. Why I keep saying anywhere? That's the honest truth. That people are looking for opportunities, and maybe this is not the right fit for you sometimes. But before you leave, you need to you need to tell Manod or the management things. Hey, this is what my problems are. So maybe tomorrow you don't think that, hey, I should have done that. So like I said earlier, the most talent is goes to the grave. I wish I could have done that. I wish I would have made that decision. So regardless, you are putting your prime time, all your youth into this company. Don't let it go as only I work over here, I get a paycheck. Do not let it go like that. This company, from where it is grown to where it is going, you are instrumental. It is not only a employer, employee, a payroll, and just oh, I'm just working over here. You need to take ownership. You need to take pride, and you need to be talking with all the right. You have the right to say that because if you are building something, it is not that one labor guy comes from anywhere in the country and puts the brick and all that. And those people who build this hotel, they're not allowed in this hotel. Do you think the guys, a labor class who built this hotel brick by brick, do you even think in their lifetime they can afford a room in their lifetime? Absolutely not. They've forgotten people. Nobody cares. They went on and on and on building all these things. Nobody will care to give them even one meal. Forget the room. The or with all due respect to hotel owners, business is capitalist society. Do you really think that anybody who owns these buildings, including us, it's not that I'm saying that I know who owns this hotel, but it's not against anyone or for anyone, including me. Do you really think if any one of you owned this hotel, a mind that let me call these people one time and give them one meal? Do you think it has ever happened? Don't worry about this hotel, any any building. If I have to put my money, I'll say zero times that has happened. Any five-star, three-star, two-star, one-star hotel is built. Do you think they've ever had in their heart, let me call this person and thank him? It will never happen. Also. It will never happen. So I think in focus, we can change that. We want to change that. I have done, I have made that change. I've done this myself. I lead by example. I have put my employees of the company, which I think they're my partners, I have put them in perspective. They have become my business partners. And I'm proud to say, since I have started my business since 2001, whoever partnered with me, one of them, without any names, one of them is very close to me, maybe two, and they're millionaires. All my partners are. After joining me, they made a lot of money. At the same time, a couple of them are very close to me, whether they put in money or not. It is not the matter of that. It is they were loyal. They were very strong. They were pillars of the company. And maybe I couldn't have done it without them. And I would like to take one name in particular. I have a very close friend of mine, Aziz, and and he was going through some bad times, and I've gone through some bad times. We joined together, and all I would say is we couldn't have done without each other. We couldn't have done without each other. And then I have other business partners. I have a construction company which does very well. I have, like a retail wireless chain, and I have very dear one of the closest people to me in US is Kunal, and we couldn't have done it without each other. When he was doing great, I was doing great. When we joined, it is phenomenally great right now. We probably went 1,000% increment in our business, thousand probably 1,100, 1,200% in business in probably 18 months. So so just that, you guys got to think where you're working, take pride, take ownership, and don't let anybody push you around. Don't think you're just an employee. And I don't think Manoj has that. He's a young guy. I would say that, like think that it is your company because people leave people. They don't leave companies. Everybody has heard that. So I feel very bad when somebody leaves a company without even talking. Because company is what? Company is just walls and just furniture. You make the company. And if you leave, if you're leaving the company, what are you leaving? You're leaving a piece of you. Why would you do that? You worked so hard, you put so many years in that, you put so much time in that, and you just want to leave just because of what? Oh, just a disagreement, or just maybe somebody said something to you. So when you come into your office or to go to work, ego outside and and talk without that. Go and talk to anyone and everyone to make sure that you give it all and say, I want to talk. I want to talk. I'm not one of those people. I am not one of those people who can be pushed around. I am not going from here. Whether it's Manoj, me, or anybody in the management, say, hey, if I go, why don't you go? That is my attitude. That is my attitude. Anyone that I work for from $5 an hour to whatever I make is irrelevant. Everybody wants to hire me back. And I gave them my peace of mind all the time, whether it's good or bad. And I have had a lot of arguments with bosses when when I was working for people. And same, I have a lot of arguments for a lot of people who work with with me in my company. It's just that we have to have that relationship with argument. People are married or no? If you have spouses or if you have siblings or you have parents, everybody has parents. So do you not have arguments over there? You have arguments. When was the last time you said, hey, you know what, Dad, I'll undad you. You uncompany somebody, Manoj. I'm not going to work for you. Hell with you. What are you saying? That you have no belonging in the company. All I say is if you're part of it, show that you're a part of it. That is your own development. It is not that Manoj is the owner of the company or a founder of the company. You founder of the company. Do you really think now this might not go very good with him? Just turn around and leave, all of you. Think is the company. It knows that it is finished. I'm sure Manoj will say that. Absolutely. When you are the company, think of it as a building. You're one of those bricks which holds the whole pillar. The company is only as strong as you. If you just guys say, hell with it, man, let's make a union and we are out. What is he going to say? There is no company. There's just that name that we left and fade away. So take ownership. I just, if you have any questions, I'm here to answer. Whatever you have to say, ask about me personally or anything without asking how much I make or anything. I'll answer those. You have any questions? Do not be like backbenchers. You have to be a part of this. And if you have anything, ask. You were talking a lot yesterday. You have no questions? Okay. Man, IT people, I can see IT people unlike salespeople. You make me sit over there. I'll tear this guy apart who sits over here. Ask Manoj. If you come over here and let me sit over there, you start talking and you'll be shaking. Oh man, this guy's going to ask questions. Come out of it and say if you want to know anything. If you want to know about individually, you want to know about your future, of course we can talk. Future of the company, where we want to go, why we want to go, what are we doing. So these things that are very important to you in your career, you should know. You have to ask for it. You remember that pocket money that you never got from your parents? Always have to ask, give me, give me, give me. My brother used to tell my mom, my mother used, my brother said, Mom, I am 24 years old. I don't remember one time that you came, hey, Rajesh, here's 100 rupees. Why do you make me beg? So my mother answered, you are 24 years old. When was one time you said, Mom, I'll get you something for you. I'll get a glass of water for you without me asking. You will get it, but I have to ask. Have you ever asked me, are you hungry? 24 years, I've never seen that. And you want to get my money, which I earn. How do you all these things? You're not making any money, not working. You think you went to school, you went to college, you got your car, you got a motorcycle, you get petrol money and all that. How do you get that? You saying you're begging? No. If you say you're begging, but you not have everything. So you know your needs are fulfilled. Your needs are fulfilled. Your wants, go and fetch yourself. Don't ask for your wishes to come true. Don't go and tell me that, I want. If you want, go. Wanting is you. Needing is me. I told one of my nephews also, I talked to my sister, her son, my nephew, we were talking, need something will be taken care of. Oh, everybody wants a Ferrari, don't they? Everybody wants a jet. Don't they? I want to, I want. I don't need it. I can just take a ticket and go anywhere to anywhere. But that is what I want. Wishful thinking. That is just wishful thinking. If I wish I had this, I wish I had that. It's totally different. Like why? But anyway, she had a question.
So I was saying, why sales focus? Why sales focus? Why did you choose sales focus?
Why sales focus?
You asked yesterday to all
That's
of
why I
us. So
invested in sales focus. That's what you want to know.
yeah.
I'm crazy. Anyway, so why I invested was when I whenever I have invested anything, I invest in people. I never invest in a company. Otherwise, you have Google, you have Amazon, you have all those companies that you can invest in. So I've invested in some people, and those all those companies are doing very well. Why focus? Let's focus on focus. When I met Manoj and the passion he had, and you can be passionate, you can be crazy also about something. But when he told me his story, I saw that he is all in. So he has no place. He's burnt all the bridges. He has nowhere to go but forward. He told me things that I don't know if you guys know or not, and I'll just say it. He said, "Sir, not only my wife's jewelry, my wife's mother jewelry is also gone. My mother's jewelry gone. My father's, provident fund and everything we have put online, and everything is gone. He was a simple guy. He's a simple guy. To meet me and ask me and tell me I am there, he should have been more careful because I can always exploit the situation. Say now he cannot go anywhere. Now let me bargain better. I didn't do that. I looked at him and I said, "This is the deal." He just brought me two back and forth we did, and we made a deal. We had some issues going into that, which I don't think you need to bring it up. Just like a few things that this is a fun we say, but then we met hands and we moved forward. What I saw was to answer her question in another way. To make it very easy, as a layman analogy, I will say that if you if you have to save somebody's life, you can. If somebody's trying to kill someone, you can have all the police and army and all that to save that guy. You cannot save a guy if he wants to commit suicide. He'll just stop his breath. He'll stop eating. He'll lose heart to live. You cannot save a person who is not trying to save, who's trying to kill himself. You can only save people who somebody else is trying to kill. He was not one of those guys who was committing suicide. He was one of those guys I would do anything to live. If he is also sinking in the quicksand, he was doing his best, yelling and putting his hands out to just grab me. That's the passion I saw in him. And I said, I will invest in him because if he fails, it is not about winning all the time. If he fails, it is not because he failed because of effort. And I'm sure everybody's heard that you don't have to win all the time. All you have to do is put your best. If you put your best effort, that's what I tell my kids. They run track as a national athlete. So my son runs like he'll do he's 8 years old, and he'll do a 400 meters in 1 minute 40 seconds, and that's very fast for a small boy. So so all I tell him is, and he cries when I train him. He cries because I go so hard on him. But that's if you want to be somewhere, you got to do that. So it is not that you win, you do your best. Of course, he cries if he loses. That's not the game. Game is you have to live with yourself. You look in the mirror and say, "Did I do my best?" If you the answer is yes, that's all you need to do. Everybody has heard of Usain Bolt, right? Nobody knows who came second. The only thing is, you really think anyone in India, forget anyone, the world could beat him? No, he has a world record. Nobody can beat it. Then why were other people running? Why were other people running? Of course, they want to win, but they knew that his time and my time is not the same. Timing will I'll never beat him. They all wanted to do their best. They want to do their best. Do your best. That's what will count. Then you'll be at peace. Honestly, you all and myself, we all die lighter. We did what we could do. Don't go with, oh, I couldn't beat this guy. You'll die heavy. You cannot beat everybody all the time, even sometime. So don't worry about that part. See, that what you do is the best. I saw in him, he did his best. He burnt all the bridges. He did everything he could. He did not look back. He did not, even if he would have failed in securing more investment for going further, it would have been tough. But I really think he still would have made it. He still would have made it. It's not me. It's him. He brought it this far. I just met you guys. You already were there with him. He would have made it. He would have made it big. The only thing what it did was we can do it a little bit quicker. That's all. I just put some grease in it so it slides quicker. Otherwise, he was going to get there. It's not me. That is what I have to say about him. One question out of 50 people. What do you guys think? You guys, salespeople can say that, man. You can ask me a question.
I don't have any questions, but I really appreciate the way you spoke. So, you know, passionate. Definitely, we have Manoj with us, and definitely now you also on board. And we think that definitely down the line, coming in 2021, we will have a great success with all your great support, along with our sales focused team members. I really appreciated your efforts and things we have been so far from the time you're on board also. And we also look forward a wonderful journey in US coming down, as you said, offices are more strength, expanding our business over there. We really look forward for exploring more business across the globe in coming days. Thank you very much.
I don't know how the teams run over here. I was told by Manoj, like, individual teams will be sitting kind of together, what they do and all. I don't know. But I am pretty sure out of these so many people I see, you can ask some questions about the company and company future. And, like, it's a good question. Why focus? Why? I can reverse it. Why do you work over here? Is this is another focus, right? Another company. You can go to Salesforce. Why not them? You're brilliant people. You can do this. They'll hire you in a day, or you'll be hired. Why? Why you guys here? Okay, Joseph will speak about that.
It's why because what I think we met together in 2007 in a gym. From there, we share our thoughts. But he always, if I said, I always think technically. If he said some requirements, why should why we should do that, then I will think technically. So then I said that no, Manoj, it is very heavy. We cannot afford it, or it will take more time. Then he always say, don't talk like this. We need to do this, and we need to make it. So from there onwards, we will work together, and we will study new things. He is always with me to pressure me for studying new things, and I will get the lot of opportunities in different technologies. Uh, After my BTech, I was just electronics guy, and he said we need to build some tracking systems. Then I think then we need to do some software things. Then he said, why? We can do it. So we will sit together and build that thing. So from there onwards, I go through different technologies. Day to day, I am changing with the different technologies, and I am studying new things, and we are implementing it. So I am getting a lot of opportunities. That's why.
Let me say that, guys, please don't laugh. First thing you said, I don't agree with, I don't believe you that you met in a gym with him. Man, does it look like a guy who goes to gym? The last time he was trying to, get his stomach in all the time and tying a belt or a knot or so. So I don't know about you, but this guy, what are you, a cleaning crew in the gym? So the other part is, yes, the opportunities are there, and they'll keep on increasing. And we have a long way to go, like I said. And I would want every one of you to think a little bit different, not the job as a career, and looking at, you know, not means to an end, but I'm going over there. Hey, next year, what is the increment and all that? So I'm sure that I'll just speak ahead of myself and say that with Manod and we spoke and we said, hey, anybody does so many years, they will be, uh, employee stock be given to certain positions and certain people, and then we said no to all who have that much tenure given to the company. So that is one of those things that as belonging, I'm sure he's spoken to some people, and I'm talking to all of you. So that is how any good company would want to do it, and that we need to do that. That is a need. Everybody wants to, like I said, everybody wants a Ferrari, but this is a need of the company that we need to make sure everybody is taken care of. Everybody comes over here with some kind of a dream, and it only starts with a job, of course. Then it is the job of the people who are running the show from the management perspective, that making sure that providing enough for you guys to stick is like a glue. So if Manoj cannot give enough glue, that will be his failure. Anybody leaving from the company, it will be the management failure. No matter what I believe, no matter what reason you leave for, even if anybody leaves the company, management has failed. If anybody leaves, that's how I look at it. I have people 15 plus years work for me. I sold the company and I've started new companies. They all are coming back. So this is something that culture should be of a company should be that we all stick together. That's how, like a family, it should all stick together. We are be like open forum. I'm sure you IT people, Glassdoor. So I have hired Glassdoor, so anybody can say anything about me, and I'm sure people, disgruntled employees say, hey, I'm crazy and all that. That also happens, and I'm very happy because if somebody does not abuse me on words and all that, that means I'm not doing my job. Because I had 17, 1800 retail people. So do you really think they're all happy? Absolutely not. You cannot make anybody happy or everybody happy all the time. So if nobody is angry with me, why do you think in HR department, nobody likes HR department? Why do you think? Because they're doing their job. Everybody. Why do you think that nobody likes police coming to the door? They will only come if something is wrong. Only come if something is wrong. But how we see it as, oh man, police come to my door. How are the neighbors think? So this is stigma. Let's think about positive things and move in the direction where we say that, like all for one and one for all. That is what I would request you guys. You all grown people, and you know way more than me in this technology and all that. I am like my friend from Bombay. I'm just a sales guy, and that's what people do when they cannot do anything. Honestly, when you can do nothing, become a sales guy. But also be sincere in your sales. Like somebody selling cars, somebody selling something selling. So we have bad name in sales. Oh, damn sales guy. insurance sales guy. How many people do you know, insurance? Anybody, if you can raise your hand, insurance sales guy in their family? I have done that. Anybody has insurance salesperson in their family? That's only one. Any friend that you've made who does insurance, or you do? Why is it that you guys know nobody? You guys don't have any insurance for your car, for your house, for yourself, for anything. You have insurance? Have the mask. You do, right? So I tell you, insurance sales guy is something. No matter what, you make friends with that guy. They are very friendly. End of the day, he'll hit you with a policy. Say, hey, what do you think? Big deal. 1 month or 1 year? That bullet is coming to you. That sales guy will always insurance. Oh, you know what? I got a great deal. He will try to sell you what you cannot afford. But he'll say in payment plan, like a dream merchant. You cannot afford it, but he'll sell it to you, but you make a payment plan. So this is something that people do in sales. So you cannot do anything, become a salesperson. Because you guys educated, you IT people, you go to school, you go to colleges and learn that and do that. At the same time, these sharks which are there, which are not bad. I'm sure people see Shark Tank on YouTube and all that on TV. So these people, like myself and Manoj and all that, these are salespeople. You got to be sharpening your skills. If you are going into the water, and you have to. So that's the market. That is employment. That is just a way of life that everybody has to be there. So you got to be sharper. You cannot be backbenchers and not talk. That's the only one thing I've seen in IT or like they're just quiet. They want to do the job and go home. I would suggest that you guys have to be a little bit more not aggressive, but forthcoming and say, hey, I want to talk. So nobody over here wants to talk. So please come up and say something. Maybe it's the first meeting, but that you will be leading this whole group. Next year, if we have 300 people, do you want to be lost in that? If you're not talking, you'll be lost. We will play this recording with such a small place, like, and we have 300, boom, it's 6, 7 times of these many. We will be lost. You will be lost in that. You'll be looking at me and saying, hey, this guy, if he keeps me till that time, this guy is still here, but he doesn't know me because you have to make yourself recognized. So make sure that maybe next time, maybe while we have lunch, maybe just mingle and talk. That's all. Any other questions? All questions.
Hello, all. My name is Ajish, and I'll come forward. There are a couple of new faces here. My name is Ajish, and I work with the sales team. And thanks for the enlightening words, sir, on success and on life that and your inspiring journey. Now, what I'd like to ask you is where do you see sales focus in 5 years?
Firstly, I would say we'll be public traded. We will be on Wall Street.
You have heard that, right? So I joined this company back in 2017 September. It was a single apartment company, and Manoj, I came for the interview, and what he told is that there is no interview. We can have a casual talk. So he told me about the product, sales focus, what it is about, and how it is going to change the situation that we are in, the industries, the verticals that we are catering, and okay. So I went back. We had a casual talk, and so these are the things expected of you, and you have time to think, and you can go home and think over it, and let me know about this. So I went home, and I was in close by. I was living close by, and one of my colleagues here, Mr. Ashik, he was already in sales focus, and I asked him about the product in detail, and I researched about the product. It was to say that uh, essentially we are helping all the SMEs. We have Salesforce and Zoho, Freshworks, so they cater to the big features in the market. And to address the SMEs, there were nobody to address the needs of the SMEs over here. And I uh, yeah, personally thought it was a best opportunity that I have to get, so that we can address these verticals, SMEs in the verticals, and along the same time, the passion, as Sunil sir have told, the passion with which the Manoj talks about the product. He always told that it is my first baby. So the care that he took, the passion that he had in, uh, that led me to sales focus. Usually we had heated discussions, even verbal fights between us, because I will be always from the talking from the client point of view, and he'll be always talking from the developer or the production side of it. And we have had many differences in the past, and we have moved along with. We will be taking the best out of that. We'll leave the rest, and we'll be taking always. We'll be taking the best out of it, and we have moved forward. And now, many of you will think that this great event, this is not going to come. I mean, but I was quite sure that one day this event is going to come. This is the success that we reach. Uh, when I joined, there were only two products. We had like in the case of sales focus, we only had lead focus and fact focus. Now we have products, quite a handful of products, like 10 other products that we have. We cater to some of the best in the industry. The say it is DCB Bank, HDFC, or CSB. Now coming on to the marketing, I mean the FMCG sector also. We have big names in our pockets, and we are also teaming up with other sharks in the industry like Reliance, SRLS, in Mumbai also. So yeah, this is the journey what I've made. This is the journey that I've allowed to be a part of, and always onwards and upwards. Thanks all.
I want to ask you one thing. I was saying that, nobody's talking over here. I'll put it as what I did to my sales team. I was a sales manager at one of the companies in the US, and not important where and what. I did great in sales anyway. But my team was always, like sales people demotivated sometimes. I cannot sell, I cannot sell. So this is actually because I was geared towards sales and salespeople and managing a sales team, and now I do the same thing. But somewhere in the middle, when you become a businessman, then you have to take care of every employee of your company. If you're working for somebody, you have a department. But when you become a business owner, then you have to take care of every individual. So, so what I used to do, salespeople understand very well. What I used to do was that uh, I used to train people. At the same time, one day when I was in a new company, and these people, after 3 months, nobody was selling, nobody was motivated. So I said they used to sell these mobile phones with service. I said, and they were B2B. They had to go out and sell. It is not easy. It is not easy to knock on doors and sell phones because you over there, you just cannot buy a phone just giving money and you'll pay on a credit card. It is you check your credit. You have Social Security, the US system. You have to have enough credit, and you have to have credibility to get that system and move on. You have to find good credit people. So that good credit people usually are very tight, or they already have it, or very difficult to convince. That's why they have good credit, because they're not buying everything that comes their way. So that's what I didn't care about ever. What they think. I don't care what they think. Say which is the best phone that you have. I knew what is in my stock. That's the best phone. What is available? How do I care what he wants? I want to sell. That's a different sales guy. What is available is the best thing, and then I will only talk about that. So, but when it came to the whole team, oh, it is so difficult. When you sold a year ago, it were different times. I said, okay, I heard that, I heard that, I heard that every day. One day I called the whole office. There were around 60 people, 60 salespeople. I called the other sales managers. I said, keep your mouth shut. If we have to be surviving as sales managers in this company, we got to do something different. So I cooked up a whole plan with the sales managers and our sales director. And I told even the director, her name was Susan Harris. I said, Susan, you need to just back me on this and not say anything. I said, hey, we got a whole program. We got everybody together. We got a whole program together in this. But I will start with a hypothetical situation. If I ask you guys, and I'll relate that to you guys, how I moved from salespeople to people who are not salespeople. Because I always used to say, people who sell phones and people who don't sell phones. In a company, you have all the departments. When you have hundreds and hundreds of people, then you have all the departments. You have HR, you have facilities, you have even janitor, you have supply guy, you have a delivery guy. So you have so many people in that. How do you engage everyone? I'll tell you how I'll engage you now. So with salespeople, I'll start. So I'm telling you, I'll engage you. Like they say, it's no magic, but I'm telling you, and you say, oh, yeah, shit, he'll engage me. Yes, I will engage you, and you'll see how. So I said, visualize. I put everybody on a big, huge conference table, and everybody's sitting. Somebody's standing. There's no place. Everybody's standing over there. I said, I'll tell you exact verbatim what I told them because so I said, close your eyes, guys, for 1 minute, please. And nobody said, whatever. Grown people, right? I say, hey, if you do, I request you. If you request them, they will do it. If they do it, every salesperson thinks they're a legend in their mind. They're all a legend in their mind. I am it, I'm the one. So I told them, imagine. I said, don't imagine. Imagine there's a contest we're going to run now, and there's a pile of money, $1 million sitting on this table. The director's there. You have a program. I'm telling you, we have a program. Who's everybody looking? Susan, what do you think? I said, yeah. He didn't say, what do you think? What do you think is yes, because you have to be very careful over there what you say. What you say. But this is just an analogy given. That if there's $1 million, their quota, they couldn't sell one, two phones in a day. Very difficult. Their quota was probably 30 in a whole month. They couldn't even do that. So if there's $1 million on the table, and today from 8 a.m. to even 12 midnight, you guys, any one of you, and nobody had done that, any one of you goes out and sells 10 phones. I'll have a referee with that guy. Legit. 10 phones becomes a millionaire in the evening. How many people will do it? What do you think is the answer? Everybody. I will do it. So really? That you ugly face. You couldn't do two phones in 18 days. The guy was saying yes. I just said this, you ugly face. You couldn't do two phones in 18 days. You'll do 10 today. Yeah, there was no $1 million. You put $1 million, I'll do it. What does this show? What does the guy can do it? But you have to put a bone in from the dog, right? Not disrespecting anyone, but this is what it is. So get the spirit out to tell that person that whether he can do it or not. Like either you take him to an Indian police station and show him that baton. If you don't do it, this is coming all night long. And then he'll do it. Or show him $1 million. So he's saying, yeah, these two things will work. So either you stimulate their mind and the brain into doing it willingly or by force, like it was like a danda, right? So either you do it that way or this way. So I said, who all can do it? And my boss, the director, Susan, is saying, man, everybody can do it. So that's what I say. This team is great. Let me put it this way, how I engage you guys. I give you my word. I'm sure he's making a video. I give you my word. Anybody who asks me a question and is here for the next 24 months, Well, that is my word to you. And it's no gimmick. There's no gimmick. From today to the next 2 years, I personally, without focus money, I personally will pay for your ticket to US and back. And if you are really doing well with anybody of your choice, whether spouse or neighbor spouse, I don't care, right? You can bring anybody. So, but the people who will ask questions, Manoj will give them in writing that you are going into the raffle. 10 people will be chosen out of them. In 24 months, you're going free to US. Most probably, I can arrange for the visa. I don't think with my personal guarantee and my sponsorship, it'll be refused. The only thing is, please come back. So, and it'll be all fully paid. And I assure you, you will go to New York, you will go to Vegas, and I will make you go to California. Three places. So now, does it incite you to ask a question? I'll give you a little bit of time to think. Do you have it in you? Do you still, oh no, man, I don't want to do anything in life. I promise you, I give you my word, but you have to have 10 people. You can group together. We can reconvene after you eat. You can come to us and say, I have a question. I just run and stand over here. You will get that mic, and I want 10 questions. You can do this class together and say, let's ask a bullshit question. Right? I want my name in it. So 10 people. Now, do you think they're engaged or not? You tell me, a salesperson. I woke you up at least, right? I woke you up. So that is something that is necessary. You need to run a company. This is real. This is real. This is my word. I promise you. I personally will make sure of that. Now, if you have some criminal background, if you don't get the visa, it's not my fault. Then we can send you to Jammu Kashmir trip and come back or Goa, right? But we will do it. The place of your choice in India or to US is up to you. But you have to come out and ask a legit, not that, hey, what's my age? It's 54. That's not a question. So just, what do you think now? What do you think, ma'am? You. Yes, yes. You have a question? You can be the one first of the 10 people, but has to be a legit question. And everybody will be a referee. That is it legit or just she's, oh wow, just had to ask a question. Okay, let's go.
I have no questions, but I'm very happy to be part of this
That's not a
company.
question. You're happy, I'm happy to see you. It's a statement. Ask me a question. I'm so happy to see you. Thank you very much for coming.
Yes, that I know. I don't
I know
know.
you're nervous, and I am too. I don't know what you'll ask. I should be nervous, not her. She's asking me a question. I can ask you a question, you'll be nervous. But it's a question, what? Wow. Nobody's shooting you. You're shooting me with a question. I just have to give an answer. I will, on with all my honesty, no matter what you ask me, without something personal, I'll answer. Number one, Manod. Number one person who wants to go. 24 months. Give it in writing. She will go if she asks a question. One. This is tick tick two. Don't sit. You hung yourself.
So I would like to come on there. Yes.
Please. Come on. This is how you engage. Why are you thinking that you're a part of this family? You go to your dad. Yeah, you go to your dad. You talk like that. Are you married, by the way? I'm sorry, it's a personal question.
I'm married.
I'm sure your husband would love this avatar of yours. Over there, he's thinking, man, right? Come on, come on. Ask the question. You want to come over here or you want to ask from there? She's thinking, man, oh shit.
I'm a little nervous. I don't know what I want to
Just a
ask.
question. You work over here, right? Let me make it comfortable. You work over here. How long have you worked over here?
3 years. 3 years.
And you put up with this man for 3 years, and you still cannot ask a question. Okay, 3 years.
Yes.
And what do you do in the company?
I'm an Android developer on there. Android developer.
Android developer. Okay. So who do you report to?
Uh, Joseph sir.
I got it, Joseph. You don't have to raise your hand. I get a name and for one time I can tell. So where do you live?
Vaikam. Vaikam, Cotton District.
How far is it from here?
It's 1.5 hour from office.
What does your husband do?
He's a sales executive.
Hmm?
Sales executive.
Ah, he got you right. The sales guy got her. See, I told you, sales guys, huh? Damn sales guys. So what does he sell?
It's kitchen products, modern kitchen.
Teaching products? Kitchen. Kitchen.
Yes.
Okay. My wife just told me, can you get one pan to make? Does he sell that? I said, what do you think? I'm here to Kerala. You telling me to get this idli maker and all that. I said, you're white. My wife is white. I said, what are you going to do with that? No, I saw on internet you get all that. I said, internet also said you get a bride. Should I get one too? Don't look at internet. These women, like internet and women. My son tells my wife, he says, Mama, it's raining Amazon. You know why? Whenever I come, there's a box over there. Whenever every day there's a box, she's shopping. I said, what are you doing? We need this. I said, we don't need this. I'm telling you, we don't need any of this. We want this. You want this. But anyway, what is your question? I'm asking you a question. What is your question? About the company.
So, why you like Manoj sir? Why you like Manoj sir?
I don't like him. I invested in him. I don't have to like him. He's married man. I'm straight. I'm married. I don't like him. It's the same question. He already asked a question. Why? Why focus? He's focused for me. But now I see this is focus. You are focused. So why? Because of people like you. Question. It's a good question, but it's a repeat question. So ask her original one.
Um,
Come on, you can do it. How long do you plan to be in this company?
lifetime. Lifetime. Because
Have you ever told your husband the same thing? You're giving him competition.
actually I like the company very much. We are very comfortable to work on there. So
You know when you get comfortable.
yeah, working at home is very good. And
When you're comfortable in a company or a job, what it means is you're complacent. I'm comfortable. It means I'm not doing the fullest of my own potential. That's when you're comfortable. You see in Olympics, how they train, they're never comfortable. They're hurting all their career. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. You're comfortable. So for the comfort, you gotta pay us something, right? Come on, ask a question, and I'll let you go in a minute. Good question. Any question that you can ask in Malayalam. He will translate.
yes.
Come on, about the company.
So why you choose to invest for this company?
Right? You can have a seat. You know why? Where people are thinking that, oh man, she's saying, I know three people I'll call the same way. Then you will sit over there and laugh at them also. I'm looking at who's laughing at you. Why I invested, and I'll say it again. I invested in him. I saw his passion. Now I see I made the right decision. because not only him as one person, what all he has over here, even if you just said that you want to be here for a lifetime, you're comfortable, that means the work environment is good. And I would just say that it is not that you're complacent. I was just joking. That is in sales. In sales, when you say that hey, I'm comfortable, a salesman is not working. So salesman cannot be comfortable. Like a mother will never be comfortable. A mother will never be comfortable. Father can be comfortable. Mother will never be comfortable with the child. Oh, has he eaten? Where is he? Won't sleep. My father, where's my son? He's not here. I know about my sister. I don't know about my wife. I don't know what is he doing. He goes for one day staying at his friend. I don't know whether he's. I said, come on, just go to sleep. He'll be back tomorrow. No, no, I'll go in the morning, early morning, and I'll get him back. I said, why do you send him? So, so that is what I see. I made the right decision. That you guys are very passionate about what you do. All I would request you is that become one team and say that this is my company, and even if you have to one day get a great offer, you get no stopping anything. If this company is not the end of the world, if this company cannot provide you something, then you have to look for better things. If you're that talented and somebody tells you, "Oh, okay, you make X amount and they give you a lot more," to move on. You have to be doing justice to you. So that's something I would say. Don't lock yourself as loyal people to the company. The company has to be loyal to you. The company is just what you are building, and the company doesn't give back, then that's not a good company. That point. Okay.
Can you be selected on the 10?
Huh? Now that's a legit question. If you honestly think you deserve with your question you deserve to be in one of the 10, be honest and tell me with the question you asked, do you deserve that position 1 out of 10? Anybody, just one person, can you guys say the question she asked, because you guys probably are 10 or 9, do you think she deserves that position? I'll ask the sales guy, I'll ask her boss. What do you think? I don't want to put you on a spot, but what do you think? Yes, okay. Sales guy says yes. He wants you to work hard. You are. Okay. Okay, thanks. Good effort. Thank you so much.
Sir, you
Oh,
offered
no,
a
don't forget.
you offered a trip, right? My question is not about the trip. Once we set up an office in US, can we move to US? The team here.
I think you didn't hear me. The first time I said, as many people of this group who want to go, that'll be the first priority of the company. If there's a problem that you don't want to go is different, but this is the core group.
Yeah.
People, a lot of people come after that. This is the core group. The choice will be given to this group first. That is the answer to that
Then I
question.
don't want to be one of the 10. I want to be one of this.
One of the what?
Settle there.
Oh, settled. Okay. Right. But that is up to the talent,
Yeah,
not the
sure.
answer to the question or question answer.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
With the requirement of the company, of course, we want probably around how many people over there? 50 in US. 50 we are planning 50 people over there. So absolutely.
Thank you.
You're not in the trip, right? You only okay. Good.
I want a permanent one.
Okay. Anybody else? Come on, man. When I wanted to go to US and they would have told me that you have to go to Mount Everest and come back, I'll say I'd do it twice. I would have done it twice. That's how I went. Manoj knows how I went. I would have done the Mount Everest twice. I would have given one arm away or one eye to go over there.
I think Diana wants to ask.
And You've been smiling for a long time. Good that you have a question now.
No, no. I just want to ask the same question that she asked you.
The same answer.
I was planning to ask you that in the coming years, if you are expanding company in US, then will you provide us on-site? That same question she already asked.
You have the answer already?
Yes.
Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Uh, we are looking at it next year. We probably launch what in the second half of the year. In the second half of the year, we are launching. And I think Bombay guy is coming over there and a couple of people. With that, we can always accommodate some of you guys because we would need, I think the boss might come over here. So few people will, and just for the support initially to set up the office. But then I guess we need 50. First group will be going. Few of you, couple three of you. I don't know who Manoj will choose, and couple of salespeople. I think, and then uh, by the second half of this year, COVID restrictions and all, we'll look at that, and then next year we'll start pushing people. We've already registered the company in US. We have an office. We have the telephone number. We have everything over there. So we have office. We have all done all that. But launch is to be done second half, and then first team goes in the scouting, and then next year, anytime I don't know, we cannot put it here on that. But next year we will start with people coming from here.
Thank you.
Nobody wants to. Everybody loves him and India. Nobody wants to go there. Good.
Hi, sir.
Hello.
So I have to ask you that you do you have any advice or guideline which which you can give to us
Depending on what subject you want it on.
to
How's
our growth,
your
like
girlfriend?
skies? No, no, no.
I can.
Like our like work uh, to Sky's Limit team, to Sky's Limit team, which you can give any guideline or uh, advice which we can grow together.
See, I said a lot of things. I probably the answer lies within what I said, and I'll rephrase it. When I say that there's a lot of work to be done, we have to go further and be one team, and this is where you say that you belong over here. And the guideline is that I don't know your job. If I knew your job, I would be sitting over doing it. You know your job better than I do, and I know my job to the best of my ability. So I am doing what I am doing. If you ask me what is the guideline in your job, I cannot give it. The only thing as a blanket I will say is if we do what we have to do as a company, everyone has to do it together. Like I said, one more time I'll say one for all for one. So it cannot be that, oh, I am doing something, it doesn't bother the other person. It should be like, why, like they say, if I put a needle, right, in your foot, why is your mouth saying, right? And why are eyes like tears in your eyes? I never did anything to your eye or your mouth. So that is a team. As one body and one team, that's how even the forces, the army, and they go forward as a battalion. They all coordinate. I'm sure guys must have seen the movie 300, right? Whoever's seen the movie 300, women wouldn't care about it. It's too much gory and blood and all. But they all go as a team. So, like I will to generalize it, I'll say as a body, a company, family should be like a body. How can it be that I tell you, my nephew had a motorcycle accident and his father was going crazy, right? Why? That's a family. He thought, we thought we lost him, right? In a motorcycle accident coming from Bangalore to Palghat, he had a motorcycle accident. And young guy, they're stupid and crazy. A motorcycle, they drive and That's what happens. And a lot of motorcycle accidents are happening. Majority of them, you know what happens. He was just one of the lucky ones. So that's why, what I would say is that the guideline is we work as a team, we help each other. Everybody has a different talent. And even in the same thing, in what you do, same thing you will do, some people will come with different ideas. So I would suggest that you should have a few meetings, make a panel in the company, make a panel, advisory panel out of you guys, not Manod involved, not Manod involved. You guys, no bosses, man, no boss man. You guys got to coordinate out of all of you. You have six people as a panel, as an advisory panel. Then you go and tell him that we want to be, calling. You guys decide who all should be in the panel. Maybe 8 people, 10 people, and once a month have a meeting with Manod and the management team. And we can do a conference call. I can be on there also once a month. And every time you do that, that panel should be there at least 3 months, and then change only a few people, not the whole panel. Only change a few people. If you have 10, change 5 people. After three times, 3 months, change 5 people. And so everybody should get an opportunity. So you change the first 2 people, 3 people, then you change other 2, 3 people. So everybody has an opportunity and make a log of what you guys are doing. So nothing is lost. Nothing is lost in that. And other people can always be a part of uh, something like this, looking at it. You guys look at it like on YouTube Live or Focus Live. When you have a meeting somewhere, these people are active, this panel, and the rest of you guys are looking at it. So I think it'll build a much better team than you going individually out and you guys don't even know what the other guy is doing. That is engaging everybody in that. That is the most important thing. Going forward as a team. What do you think? Like it, boss? You like it? The questions asked by
Yeah.
you like it?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how about this? We look forward to you choosing 5 people for the panel, and then somebody else can choose 5. You choose the 5, you choose the 5 people for the advisory panel. So it will be called Focus Advisory Panel. Okay, once a month, around 45-minute meeting, right, online or on web. Everybody can look, but only 10 people are talking. Okay,
Okay. Thank you, sir.
going. He's number 2. Good question. Anybody else? Anybody else? Or do you want to eat and then talk? The voice is not coming out because stomach is empty. One of the very silent people, man. Do I look that ugly, man? Do I? Do I look better in person? I thought so. Anyway, so yes, sir.
Good morning, sir. Uh, in this regard, actually, just I wanted, as an investor, not as a part of the board member, just as a pure investor, what do you think the biggest fear for you? As an investor, what do you think the biggest fear for you in this sales focus? Because particularly with respect to the cutthroat competition that we'll be having, definitely, both in India as well as in abroad also. So as an investor, only as an investor, we have the best in class product, everything is in place. But still, as an investor, what do you think the will be the biggest fear for you as an investor, which will basically enlighten us to prepare ourselves to address that part
What is the biggest fear as an investor?
as an investor?
I don't have one. I promise you, I don't have a fear because it was you jump from the plane. Well, then you what happens? Either you have a parachute or you don't. So
Yeah.
if you have a parachute, you land and you'll go on. If you don't have a parachute, you know what the end game is. You'll die, Fine. But
Perfect.
until I die, I'll be full floating free. That's what
Thank you.
how I live. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, thank you. Really, thanks, sir. Thanks for this, and it's really boost our confidence in the long run, basically.
Say it
Thank you.
again. Thank you for clapping, but I couldn't hear.
Yeah. Basically, these words actually boost our confidence on yours with the organization, and it will really help us to go long in this run.
As an investor, it's about only about the money. I'm in it with you. Like Manoj, he has nothing to fall back on. I said, hey, we put in the money, we are going. We all are going. So honestly, I maybe I don't want to sound wrong, but think of this. I put in the money as an investor. That's what you're saying. It is for you guys. If this ship is sinking, I got six more. If this ship is sinking, you're going down, not me. So it's for you to make sure, take the ship somewhere and be a part of that ship. And we promise you, every one of you in this room, if you're here for a period of XYZ time, everyone will get company shares. Everyone will get. So it is up to you how good it goes or how bad it goes. It does not matter. And you know what? Some people will say, yeah, I can go another ship. Yes, you can. So what will happen is that there'll be another job, then another job, then another job. So what is to say, is this the best job or you'll get the best job next? That is Manoj's spot and the management spot to make sure that you guys are here. But what I can say is I have no regrets, and my expectation is only that you guys do very well. I will support all from my all my heart, and even if more investment is needed, we will do that. There is no problem. The only thing is, it is up to you guys now.
Thank you,
So
sir.
no
Thank you
fear,
so much.
no fear of anything.
Thanks.
Some online questions are also.
Okay.
It's a live program.
Yeah. Online question.
Online program, live program.
Mm-hmm.
So Chandran Nair has asked a question. What do you perceive your needs to be? How important are they? If
Hold on. One question.
okay, yeah. What do you perceive your needs to be?
My needs,
Yeah.
like what do I perceive my needs, personal needs to be?
If you were me, how would you? If you were me, how would you?
Who's that me?
Chandran Nair. One Mr. Chandran Nair has asked the question.
Maybe 2 inch taller. I don't know. Like this is a very, you know. Okay, so as much as I understand what are my needs,
Hmm.
my needs is peace of mind.
Okay.
That's what I can say. I'm no saint.
Okay.
I'm probably more close to a devil than a saint.
Okay.
So my needs are taken care of. I want I want this team to be somewhere. I want whoever that person is.
Hmm.
Is he a part of our team?
No. No.
Is he from?
It's an online. Yeah. We have gone live. So
So if he can, if the gentleman can just tell us that my needs, if it is personal, my needs in a company or my personal needs. As a company, the needs, I've already said that. I'm sure he has an answer.
hmm.
That the need of the company is that we make one team, a strong team, and just forge ahead. What is the second part of his question?
How important are they?
How
Yes.
important are the needs,
Yeah. It's a vague question.
the necessities?
Yeah.
They're as important as every employee or every person in this room.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not getting the question right. So
Yeah.
if he's looking at it, maybe he can rephrase and ask a little bit,
Yeah.
a little bit different.
Yeah. So we have other person, Mr. Varun, asking, what was your background when you went to US?
Well, my background, I used to work for Modi Xerox in New Delhi, and I moved on to Dubai, and I worked for AIG, and I was a sales guy. Like I always said, if you've seen the Ford program, with all due respect, I am I'm a sales guy, and that's what I take pride in. I can say this for last 2 decades. I never interviewed for a job. I made my own position. So my background is sales. My education is I'm a commerce graduate. I don't have a Harvard degree, uh, but I probably couldn't do that. I'm not I'm not bookish smart, but I that's why I went into business and sales and all. So that is my background is not extravagant as far as education and some vice president or president of a company or something, but I created those positions and I worked hard and made my position. So of course I'm president of my company or my other few companies. My background is just simple, plain simple sales from Modi Xerox to Dubai, AIG, and I worked with corporate America over there for 2 years, uh, almost 3 years, and then started my own company from $47,000 that I saved up, and I built a company which is probably close to $300 million.
So you told you packed your bags and went to Dubai when you were working in Delhi. So what was the thing that triggered you to move to Delhi? I mean, to move to Dubai.
I always wanted to. It was not Dubai. Dubai was just a stepping stone.
Okay.
I always want to go to US,
Mm-hmm.
and at that time, we used to call it, or maybe before you were born, I used to call it, I want to go to America. So when you say I want to go to America, my mother used to say, can you not even spell America for me? I said, Mom, don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
I don't think all the greats of India could spell everything. So it is not about that. I will get there. That is my passion to go to US. I don't know why. I don't know why I wanted to go there because absolutely I totally understand.
Mm.
Of course, India
Mm.
is India. It'll never change. It is where my heart is.
Mm.
Same time, I have my family. My kids are born over there. My wife is from US.
Mm.
So you say comfort level, professionally, professional satisfaction, and I have to word it correctly.
Mm.
That where I want to live, where you have a lot of comforts of life, you see that fulfillment of your professional self and equal opportunity,
Mm.
and a lot of uh, value for human life.
Yeah.
That is why I want to be there. So
Yeah. Thank you. Why did you choose to invest in a product-based software company?
India is known for this, right? I take a lot of pride in India, in Indians being one. When I say I'm an NRI, right? Of course, now the new word is NRI is non required Indians. You can say that, but the right people will always say that. Of course, that is why I have an OCI card. I'm just an overseas citizen of India.
Okay.
Indian just gone overseas. That's why I got that card, right? So I could have vouched for. I don't want it. I can come on a visa, but I did apply for that. I have that, so I have a lifelong citizenship of India, just overseas. I know for a fact I can always come back and get my Indian passport also if I relinquish my US passport. The sad day of my life also was when I was very happy, fought for my citizenship. I got it. But when I became a US citizen and I went for visa, they took my Indian passport and cancelled it. That was very sad. Trust me, it is very hard. Everybody wants to say, I want to go to US. I want to be a US citizen. I want a green card. Green card is okay. When they cancelled my passport, it still hurts me. That is why the first opportunity I got that OCI card, Overseas Citizen of India, that passport. So I just cannot buy agricultural land over here,
Mm.
and I cannot vote, and that's questionable sometimes. But to answer that second part of the question, what was that?
Why did you invest in a product-based company?
Product-based company I know nothing about, but like I earlier said, a wing and a prayer. I believe in the Indian intelligence. Look around you. Look at these youngsters. Look at the IT of India. we are known in the whole world, especially the United States. You think just pull India out of IT. What do you think will happen? You answer me, you and that. If you pull Indians out of IT in the world, what do you think? We will be in old stone age. That's why I invested. I believe in the Indian brain on IT. Of course, I believe in Indian doctors. Of course, I believe in in scientists. I think I don't 20+% of NASA scientists are Indians, but I don't have that much money to invest in a space shuttle. I am not Elon Musk. So one day this company can be that big, so we all can get together and invest in bigger ventures. But at this point of time, I think this is also for all of us a ladder to get on the bigger platform and show the world that what they have seen until now is just a glimpse of what is to come. And that is why I invested in this, and I want to push IT and Indian IT. I believe in it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Any other questions? Yes, sir. I love your beard. Fine.
So you said we will be moving to US, and I'd like to ask, what is the gap that we are addressing in the US market? What is the gap that sales focus will be addressing in the US market? The market situation is different than US and India. So what is that gap that we are addressing?
Can you rephrase that question?
What is the gap that we are addressing in the US market?
What is the gap
Yeah,
we are addressing?
in the US market.
See, whereas what I know, I use Salesforce and I have talked to them what they've done. Everybody knows Salesforce. So what we have to do is have something for people. One is very expensive. Two, that it is a cookie cutter. The mold is made. You get into the mold, right? Now this is the cup. You put the water, and you have to get in the mold. You have to be liquid. The people who are already solid, they have their own ways of doing things. I don't think Salesforce can cater to them even 25%. So it is to say, in a layman language, uh, I can give you, uh, I can give you a medicine, but it will only work for one leg, right? Your both legs are hurting. I can give you Salesforce, but it will only make sure that your one leg is working. Why do you want that when you have sales focus, which will make your whole body work? Not one leg, not two legs, the whole body work. And for a fraction of what they charge, and with you know, uh, with the people that are here dedicated to serve you. Not that they are not, but they are dedicated to serve your one leg. We are dedicated over here to serve you as a whole and at a fraction, maybe half the price. That's that's the gap what we are catering to. Not that we can cater to everyone. It'll not be that we'll be monopoly to everyone like Apple, right? Microsoft. They have monopolized, but at the same time, do you not think there is market for Android? Do you not think there's market for Apple computers? There's market for other things. So yes, they have taken a large piece of the market, but that is the only availability right now. That is the problem. So here comes sales focus, and here comes this team, and what you have shown with your hard work and leadership in this company, your leadership, that it is possible for us from 30, 40 to 300, 400 to 4,000 to 40,000 to 400,000. So it is only as good as you guys. So that is why the gap, if you already said there's a what gap, so there is a gap, right?
Yes.
Do you agree there is a gap?
Yes.
We just had to put our foot and tear it up.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it.
Thanks. Oh, I have another question.
My name is Rijoy. I'm working as a sales consultant. I'm a salesperson basically. Okay, I just want to ask a question related to sales only. Uh, what was your dream, biggest dream, when you were working as a salesperson?
You just want to know what was my dream? I'm still a salesperson.
Yes,
My dream as a salesperson, like what I do,
yes.
I'll just have 3 words on that. Bring it on. I just want to say, bring it on. If you think you better, bring it on. I'll show you. Sales is something like, I'm going at it. I I want a lot of competition. I want to down, dirty. I'll play. Let's go. So my dream was that, hey, I want to create my own company. I want to have my own structure. Doesn't matter what. And I did that to my level, what I would say, and trying to get better. So my dream was to make money. Simple. There's nothing, no rocket science. You get in the house in the morning, 8 to 5 or whatever hours you work. What do you go out for? You're not trying to eat dosa or samosa. You're going out for money, right? That's exactly what does a salesperson go out for? For making money, for making commission, for making unlimited potential of making money. You have a job as an IT person, you know exactly what your price tag is. What I want, and I would request Manoj to do is for our people in IT also who are sitting behind the desk, making sure that the work goes on right. They should have some incentives. If salesperson is getting this much, they should get a portion of that because it is their hard work. That is what builds a good team. So my dream my dream is is to create a company. I've done that before, and now with focus to narrow it down. With focus, my dream is that as a salesperson, I want to bring what we do in sales to the people who don't do sales. We cannot do sales without what you guys do. So why am I making a lot more and you're making just one amount and you have to go day in, day out. You have to be on time. I did it. I might have to be out at office at 8 o'clock. I have to leave at 5 o'clock. And I get the same amount. Whereas I never see the salesperson. He'll go eat out, he will have a company card, he will fly out here and there and all, and then get one sales. Well, that also takes courage, right? That also takes courage. If you like it that much, why don't you come in sales? If you want to come in sales, ask questions like the sales team. One table over here in sales can ask 50 questions. 50 people will only ask 5 questions. That's the difference. But what you do as IT, without what you do, the salespeople is zero. This in this industry. In this industry, they're only as good as you guys in the back end. Because you create everything. You make one mistake, what will happen to the salesperson in front of the client? They will be just abused and kicked out. And that's the end of it. So hats off to you guys that what you do. But to answer your question, my dream is to create a bridge between both. To say that we also share our bonuses in a certain way, whichever way you deem fit in future.
Thank you.
Everybody hungry? Hungry? I am. Manoj is trying to get away from people who ask questions. And about 3, 4, he has a question. So I just want to get to 10, so we can do what we said. But Manoj is saying, man, come on, let's go eat.
Hi, sir.
Hey,
Uh, Before investing in a product, would you look into the technologies that are inside? While you have invested in Focus, while you have invested inside Focus, did you look into the technologies that were used inside?
no, if that's a straight answer, no. When I met Manoj, no, I did not. I did not even know what that is. Like I said, I invest in people, no matter what they're doing. my interest got in when I met him. And he said, I want to show you something I have. I said, come on, show me what you have. Because my business partner got him over there. So to respect that guy, Korean, he's a great guy and very humble. He is from Namara over here in Kerala and wonderful family. And he said, I want you to meet somebody who who wants to show. And like as a businessman, I said, yeah, let's spend some time. But what do you think? Who is he? He already has his credentials. So the hype that was, you guys do okay. Look at this picture, look at this award and this and that, which does not translate into money, by the way. They give you an award like you see a lot of these awards. I wish he had some envelopes with that with money, but awards never translate into money. So, so I said, yeah, let me look at it, right? So when we met, I looked at the product and understood this much. Zero. Zero. If you ask me today, what is CRM? Oh, I can customer relation management. That's what I know. That's what I do, right? I do salesman. Salesman does customer relation management. So this is the CRM. Why do I need something like this? I don't. So this is CRM. So when he showed me that, I saw something. It's like a blind guy looking at something. But when I looked at him, I said, I want to invest in this young man because he's humble one. He has the credentials. He's humble and he's wanting and willing. Needing part was there, but it was not as as strong as he's wanting and willing to go to any limit. I saw. No, nothing about technology. People. It's the person. That's why I say if you people get together as one team, make a panel and meet every month and say all the questions should come and we will go beat up the management like Manoj and say this is what we want answered. They it will be a complete company as one one train. What will the engine do without all the bogies? When they say what will the bogie do without the engine? Okay, let the bogie. What is gonna engine is gonna do? Go around on the track for doing nothing, right? So both are required. So that is what I saw in him, and I came in, and when I see over here is phenomenal, phenomenal. You guys have so much potential. All I would just pray that you guys stick together and make the journey together.
I have one more question. It's a bit personal. While you were speaking, you mentioned a guy needs a Ferrari. Do you have a Ferrari?
Like I said, personal question, no offense. I have two Lamborghinis and a Bentley.
Okay.
Lamborghini is much better than Ferrari. But no, they're getting tired. Guys, just raise one hand. We want to eat. I see all that nice food over there. I know this is not my voice. Third day I was here in New Delhi. I had food poisoning. I was in the hospital on IV. And trust me, I can go again, but I cannot stop eating. And I will eat again. He said, you're crazy. I said, yeah, for Indian food. I'm in India. Like I say, like Jai Hind, mere pyare watan. When I come here, I want to eat. I'm building a house in New Delhi. And just for the reason my kids need to come over here and spend their holidays, they don't speak the local language, not Hindi, not Malayalam, and all that. But yeah, of course, they speak English and Spanish. Their nanny is is from Mexico, so they 100% they know Spanish and 100% of course English, the language over there, and their white mother. So I think they need to come more over here to at least learn one or two languages. So we're building a house and we'll be a lot more than what I'm thinking that twice or three times a year I'll be here. Uh, all depends on you guys. If you want me, I can come anytime. Thank you so much.
So team, now we are having a team lunch. Post that we have an award session and photo session. So please be here after the lunch. Hi team. Bombay team needs to catch the flight, so we will be starting the next session in 10 minutes. We're going to start the session. Please be seated. Ah, So, moving on to the next session, 24 of our team members have been shortlisted to be awarded under 5 different categories. So, the first category will be recognition of the stalwarts who have been with the captain and the team through thick and thin. No matter what the situation was, these gentlemen stood by like a mountain. The first person to accept the award of persistent stalwart is Mr. Anup Gopinathan. Second category, the recognition of beloved. These people have been considered part of the right now. I think we could not have a past without these people. You know, I'm a player of essential. The first perfect, right? Player of Joseph Alexander. Next we have Mr. Ashik Khatri. Next we have Mr. Morphin Ford. Unfortunately, so next, what goes to Mr. Dinesh Sethi. Next, Mr. Atish Ashraf. Mr. Dilip Kamble. Mr. Ajay Agassi. Asha Yusuf. Anmol Sebastian. Mrs. Monisha Mohan. Mrs. Ashwini Vasi. this award, the Game Changer Award goes to Mr. Zohaib Kadri. The fourth category is Rising Stars. As the name suggests, these are the rising stars of science. These people have been right from the beginning of their journey in science. So calling upon the first rising star, the Sunil Zakaria. Mr. Rajesh Balan. Mr. Ayush P. Miss Rosemary Jones. Next we have Mr. Next we have Rishma Priya. Samita Sujit. Mr. Philip Kurian George. And the fifth category, the G contributor award. This category recognizes the dedication and time given by individuals in support and guidance their valuable inputs. We have two gentlemen shortlisted under this category. First one is Survivor Celebration. Next we have Mr. Manish Singh. Right category. We have Manish. This award is not a token of appreciation. Rather, a token of trust, commitment, and love the team has for itself. And an award to Mr. Manoj Mohan. How is the surprise, Manojji? We also have a token of respect provided by my request Manoj to hand over the token of respect provided by Mr. With this, we end the award session. I now request Jagrati to give the vote of thanks.
Very good afternoon to all. So, on the behalf of the organizing committee, I feel immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks. First, I would like to thank our chief guest, Mr. Sunny Sir, for not only sparing his invaluable time, but also for enlightening us with his inspirational thoughts. I would also like to thank to the entire team for accepting the invitation and coming this far and making this event a huge success amid the pandemic situation. Next, we would have a team photo session. So I would like you all to come in towards the stage. Once again, thank you.
Team, please stay back for 5 more minutes. We have a banking formalities to be done, and we have a meeting of developers group.